You know I'm
killing it. They're hurt, I'm the one feeling it. Now they're feeling it. My enemies fake, I'm just stealing it. Slipping on the source and you're messing with the boss.
no one's gonna be sorry for your loss.
Gallopers,
Scheme to tell your
you
lies,
say you won't cry,
but I guarantee you will.
when the bullet from a gun
fucking penetrates your eye.
Phil Spencer is the sniper, laughing as you die.
Fake gaming, wannabe gamer, pretend gamer, think you got comedic skills when your comedy is a little bit lacking status, but still. So until you motherfuckers come at me with some shit, talking about some shit, understand that I got more games than you.
Holding the line until the target's aligned.
These pussies are just fully clapped, the content is so benign. Set fire to the whole stable.
Ponies on the round table, wearing shoes with no label. Inbred pagans got no hair on their head.
The cost of the lies that they spread in the wake of Xbox.
Spending billions on just little millies like an Aaron, their Achilles, the swords were but like 1,000 chilies.
Consolidation is causing elation,
Accepting the PlayStation Nation.
force rectal
Irrigation of these bitches, busting all the stitches. You don't have the riches, leave these paupers in the fucking ditches.
Celebrate, we're gonna have a party.
Dance on the corpse of Colin Moriarty.
He's
Choke off the Saudis, Habibis get rowdy.
Circumcise the bitch so we can all scream howdy.
When you make that kind of content, that very adversarial, you're not one of the weird like gremlins making fucking 20-minute videos about me. That alienates and isolates you from people and burns bridges.
Pour one out for the FTC and your MBGs and all my enemies. My name is Septic, yes, I'm a disease, and you're the one infected. Your leader has now been selected.
When you're authentic, that's why your product is successful.
When you're authentic, that's why your product is successful. When you're authentic, that's why your product is successful. When you're authentic, that's why your product is successful.
But Microsoft's $69 billion Activision deal has won EU approval.
The FTC today ordered that it would suspend its trial in its in-house court, which had been scheduled for August.
I want to see Jim Ryan go Super Saiyan 3.
Obviously, I heard bias in her voice, in her tone, and her mannerisms.
I want to see Jim Ryan go Super Saiyan 3.
I heard lots of bias in the benefit of Microsoft. I knew this shit wasn't gonna go through. I told all of you guys about it. I was like, I have a fucking dream. This shit ain't going through, bro. It was so fucking vivid.
We need to talk about the Microsoft Activision Blizzard merger acquisition thing. I saw a poll online and it was an overwhelming yes vote. Since when was consolidation ever good for consumers? Before we get into talking about all this money, let me show you my new wallet. Like most highly sophisticated people, I wear ridiculously tight jeans.
You get what you pay for. So keep on cheering Microsoft on to keep on buying stuff that we already been playing. This is smart. This is how you win. That's why I'm telling you guys, give credit where credit's due. Give Microsoft the credit that they deserve. Hear how stupid that sounds. Hear how pathetic that sounds. They are at least trying. They're at least trying by putting out quality games. You don't keep doing the same stupid moronic thing.
Sony wants to, Sony wants the same thing too. Yeah, you're right. Sony probably would be totally fine and okay if Xbox actually shut down and went away. But Sony did not escalate this, dude. And it is absurd. It is fucking absurd that people are believing Microsoft's lies.
It's a wrap, man. It's a wrap. I want to see Jim Ryan go Super Saiyan 3.
So the CMA blocked the Xbox Activision deal. And some of y'all got me back to my ways like 2016.
The Activision Blizzard deal is officially blocked. It's done. Microsoft is not buying Call of Duty.
You guys can still appeal. you can appeal. You can still push it through. You just still have to wait on the EU and the FTC, and you just lose and lose and lose. But you guys were like professionals. You guys were like lawyers. You were everything, and you were sure. Oh man. And just looking at this fuckery.
You must allow at least 8 seconds before you can use profanity or vulgar language in your content. But these Xbox are some dumb motherfuckers. It is a no-no. Am I happy about it? Honestly, I'm indifferent. I don't care.
I'm indifferent. I don't care. I'm indifferent. I don't care. I'm indifferent. I don't care.
I'll be nice next time. Oh my god. Wow. It's your boy King Thrice, man. Let me try it again. Let me drink some water, dog. Look, I didn't care either which way, right? I didn't care either which way. Shout out to Sick. Sick said this ain't happening, and that has been on a winning streak on his predictions. Me, I didn't give a fuck either which way. I didn't think it was going to happen either, but either way, it's a failure. Either way.
I do have some breaking news to get to. I think Steve Kovac has that for us. Steve?
Sarah, yeah, Microsoft has actually won the case against the FTC. This was for the FTC was seeking that preliminary injunction, blocking the deal. The judge has denied that preliminary injunction.
Oh, hi, I'm just getting ready for my first sleepover guests.
At this point, the content writes itself. PlayStation fanboys continue to be an interesting case study on those with questionable mental dispositions.
You thought I was crazy, didn't you?
Contrary to their posturing about the superiority of their beloved platform, their obsession about Xbox manifests itself in several ways. Think you've seen it all? Well, think again.
To the naked eye, it just looks like, oh, these guys must have saw each other eating breakfast. No, that's not how this went down.
Now their so-called discourse has devolved into...
They called a meeting, is what happened. They have each other's phone numbers.
That's right. The ponies who espouse that they are swimming in abundance when it comes to gaming have resorted to counting the number of plates at a gathering of Xbox fans at a public event.
If you look at the picture the way I look at pictures, you will notice that, one, there's somebody who took the picture.
And here I thought pictures took themselves.
Two, there are more plates there than there are people there, meaning
PlayStation really needs to release some more exclusives.
And that's why you have 3 outside coffees.
Would those 3 outside coffees suggest that this isn't a pre-planned meeting of the Xbox Illuminati, huh? King Crash?
Well, regardless
of common sense, just commit to the conspiracy.
This business meeting that was had, who you think?
Any engagement from ponies will increase your remuneration.
But it wasn't just King Crash peddling the madness.
Let's talk about this, chat. We got Xbox fans. You know, we got a developer from World of Warcraft, which is by Blizzard, which is a portion of Activision, which is the studio that Microsoft is trying to pick up.
As they use our name, we gain mind share.
confirming that a lot of the Xbox fanboy activity we see on the internet, they're either bots, and no pun intended, they're like bots. They're not real people, and they belong to a group of people. We already can confirm that Colt Eastwood is a part of that.
The conspiracy did lead to some very interesting revelations.
But I know it's different between sacred symbols and defining Duke in the sense that, like, I don't think you'll ever see Colin Moriarty out there in the world at a breakfast with Scott Rhodey smiling like, isn't this cool that we got to eat breakfast with Scott Rhodey?
As Colin sits there silently sucking off his vape pen, just remember, the internet never forgets.
Like there's a wall there that I think allows us to be able to go, he doesn't give a shit.
Forget breakfast. This man is having a full-on fucking candlelit dinner with Shuei Yoshida. Shall we count the plates or condoms?
They weren't gonna, get Kid Smooth to continue to do what he did. You gotta find another black Xbox dude. They tapped fucking Dirk Griggity. You see what I'm saying?
For some reason, in Lord Incognito is throwing up the Wakanda Forever sign. He need to get his shit straight. Because ain't no motherfucking way that we gonna confuse the two, alright?
Trying to do is we're trying to have a very high level conversation, which you're not capable of.
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot him in the head.
I see a very, very worked up Xbox fan base right now.
Whose video game giveaway prompted mayhem in New York City. He was giving $400 PlayStations away for free, but it went awry, ending with injuries, property damage, dozens of arrests, and criminal charges. His unsanctioned video game console giveaway in New York's Union Square drew a crowd of thousands and spiraled into mayhem.
This is not a policing issue. This is a parenting issue.
This is the PlayStation Nation, defined by mayhem, insecurity, fear, and intellectual dishonesty. The symptoms are evident on all levels, and the source is here to reveal the truth.
What happened to the PlayStation? What happened, sir?
Don't be fooled by their posturing. Their sodium-laced tears run down the cheeks of fanboys on all levels.
An entity that's bad at it, that has had more money than anyone to make this work and can't, that has since the very beginning tried to buy its way in.
The support groups can be seen from members of the media down to the pseudo-intellectuals.
Yeah, you talk about a consolidation of two of the top 10 publishers in the industry. Where, and I'm going to have to disagree with Duke Nukem here. Like, I don't think it's a waste of taxpayers' money. Like, you're not a U.S. citizen, so I don't know why you're commenting on that. Like,
only U.S. citizens are allowed to comment on the failed FTC exercise being a waste of taxpayers' money. Gaming discourse now has jurisdictional limits imposed on it.
Today was literally one of the most toxic days on the internet.
And why was it toxic for them?
Activision shares rallying big today on news that a federal judge has denied the FTC's motion to halt Microsoft.
The stables are full of unqualified pundits who rely on mindless word salad.
And anybody cheerleading this is literally just cheerleading the corporate agenda of a monopoly that wants to monopolize the gaming market.
Mind-numbing stupidity fueled by rampant insecurity.
Why would you want them to own the most prolific IPs that we depend on for good gaming experiences like Elder Scrolls and freaking...
Freaking what? Say it. Say the name of the game that you mock.
All these amazing IPs.
Of course you couldn't, but the purveyor of the source can peer through all of that bullshit. The truth is this: PlayStation fanboys, despite their posturing, live in constant fear of Xbox. Their fake concern, poorly constructed arguments, their pitiful calls for boycotts. I relish in their pain.
You're not doing what the competition is doing. You're fucking buying monolithic publishers. Microsoft is fucking garbage.
You know what I'm saying? I'm letting people know and showing people, like, getting the conversation back onto actual gaming.
Don't think you can hide behind a block. The sentinels of the source are everywhere, and our justice will be torturous, corrosive, and merciless. PlayStation fanboys, raise your standards because I'm just warming up. So either you bring it or run away packing.
I got my wallet, I got my keys, I got my monies, and I got my phone.